Erykah, thank you so much for taking your time off from your busy rehearsal to talk to us.
Okay. My first experience recording was on and actually hearing myself back was on a flat tape recorder. You had to push play and record on one button, but the orange button was record and play at the same time. I would sing songs that I've memorized from the radio or from school, and I did not like my voice at all. I didn't. I thought it was so nasally, and I was like, wow, is that how I sound? You know, it was just a weird, uncomfortable feeling. Maybe not dislike, but uncomfortable listening to yourself. Like when you hear the teacher call your whole name, like, oh, yeah. After I did the demo for Baduism in maybe 1993, after I landed a record deal, that was the first time. 95 was the first time I actually was in a real studio with headphones, a pop guard, and the mic, and the whole thing was quite intimidating. And I was so used to just singing with no headphones. So the experience was intimidating and isolated. Baduism will be the only album I recorded in a sound booth. Every other song I recorded has been in the control room, on the couch, situated mathematically, strategically between two speakers so that I didn't get feedback. And I just would sit and sing or stand and sing because I guess it was a more fulfilling experience, like I was performing, you know, as if I was performing and not the whole headphone thing. I love the collaborative process. My writing partners are very talented musicians. Some are drummers, some are pianists, some are guitar players, some are programmers. I love the perfect marriage between myself and a musician. It's what makes it happen.
So you don't often work on your own?
I work on my own sometimes. When I write with guitar, or when I write on piano, or when I'm writing to drums. I often write to drums. And when I recorded, I got demo love, so I want it to sound exactly like what I did. Even if there's acoustics, I'm in the bathroom, in the shower. Is there an EQ that can give me that shower sound? You know, I want it to sound exactly like that. And I tend to fall in love with what the feel is at that time, because it's like creating a moment.
How important do you think the role of an engineer is?
The engineer is what the DJ is to hip-hop. The engineer of music is what the DJ is to hip-hop. And that's the weatherman. You know, it determines the whole climate of what you're doing, you know, and it's a sound, it's a gift. I like tube mics. I'm an analog girl in the digital world, so I record on analog boards with 2-inch tape. I like the way my voice sounds with 2-inch tape. When I think of singing, I think of when I was a child, and what I heard was in a vision. It was Dark Side of the Moon, it was Joni Mitchell, Blue. You know, when I hear those things, I'm trying to get that sonic feel, that sonic sound. So whatever it takes to take me to that place. I have a song called Penitentiary Philosophy. There's a breakdown in there where I emulated the drums from Dark Side of the Moon. They're so soft and hard at the same time. It's very beautiful, you know. The kick is just round and sweet.
Playing very gently most of the time.
Ripe, gentle, yeah. and I study those things, and I love them. My choice of vocal mic, I use a 67 and just little handheld mics. I like those because they allow my voice to do most of the work. And in the mixing, I try to keep it as dry as possible. I used to have Chris put nothing at all on my mic. No room, no EQ, no effect. Plug it in, don't plug it into anything. Just leave it just like this. Like sometimes I write songs that I don't even know how to sing it yet. I can just hear it in my mind, and I have to kind of train myself, teach myself how to sing it. But for the most part, we pick either take 1, take 2, or take 3. There's not a lot of comping and stuff going on. Just the take. If it's the take, that's the one. That's the performance.
Good for you.
It's when everybody becomes one living, breathing organism together.
Right.
And we all listen, and sometimes the drama is like, I didn't like that one. Well, that's too bad. We all like this one. We all sound good, you know. Like I said, I'm serious about that demo, Love Allen. I think this is it. It sounds great just like this. Use some tweaking. I hate mastering. You know, I asked the master engineer, like, exactly what do you do? And he said, hey, I'm paid by the record label to make your shit real bad. That's what I do. What do you think I do? I'm turning things up. I'm trying to level this as a record. You know, so I just like it to be exactly like it was. I like the demo aspect of what things sound like, the dirtiness. I love grit and grime and mistakes and crackle and static. The labels don't even bother me. They can't come in until I'm done. You know, when I'm finished, then here you go. And that means I'm done with the artwork, I'm done with the photo shoot, I'm done with the video, I'm done with all of this. Now here you go. I'm the artist, you the framer. Put it in a good frame, you know. It's a big, this is the thing I argue about the most. You know, leave my music alone. Let it just be like this. This is it. Stop turning it down and trying to change the frequency and muting the cuss words, and just let it go. It's what it is. Now they have to do a mix for iTunes. They got to do a mix for this thing, radio. Got to be louder, or it ain't gonna be like the rest of the songs on the radio. You know, it's like a scare tactic that they do, and I'm mad the whole time, and you know, because I like it the way it is. But and then again, you're recording for a generation who vibrates within that frequency. You know, they can't really feel the LP sound, the warmth. There's something missing to them, but they're missing this high frequency that they're used to. So you just have to evolve into it, you know. And I listen to my record on wax. I have a turntable. I like listening to it on wax, you know, and you have to give the people what they want, you know.
She'll come in and have her laptop. We'll hook the laptop up to the big speakers, have it on 11, jam down like 10 songs or 5 songs or whatever it is to kind of get the session pumped up.
They have nothing to do with the album.
Right.
At all.
But, you know.
It's somebody else's songs, Come Function, anybody.
We'll put on, she'll put on anything just to like get the vibe going. You know, it's like kind of just start it off, christen the session a little bit, you know. Yeah, it's going to be a good session today. So, and then she'll work in a couple of the ones we might be doing, you know, like, and then change it back to like Black Sabbath. No, I'm just kidding.
Why is Chris a good partner collaboration for you?
Chris is a good collaborating partner because he fears me with all of his self. He'll do anything I ask him to do. No, seriously, he is very sweet. He don't take no shit. You know, I know sometimes when I come in, I'm in a bad mood, and I'll say, look at this fucking table. Why is it clean it your fucking self? You know, and that just makes me just be right, all right.
We're friends.
We friends. That's why. He really puts all of himself into getting what I'm trying to hear, and he's knowledgeable about his field. It's not my area of expertise, so it's so good to have
queen of
I'm the
new
queen of neo-funk. Stanky funk. That thing.
funk. Okay.
Wait a minute, let me turn the studio audience in my head off.